Assalamualaikum and hi guys. My name is Intan and this is my friends Ain and Shuhada. We are from Electrical Engineering Department. Today we were going to present one topic from what we learned in our course. So we decided to cover topic Pascal's and Archimedes principle from engineering science that we learned in semester 1.
Pascal principle is a principle in fluid machine given by French mathematician Blaise Pascal, born in 1623. He is skilled in natural science and makes study about liquid and explain concept of pressure. The principle was established in 1653 and published in 1663. Archimedes principle is a physical law of buoyancy discovered by the ancient Greek mathematician and inventor Archimedes. The principle states that the upward buoyant force that is exerted on a body immersed in a fluid, whatever fully or partially, is equal to the weight of the fluid that body displaces. What is Pascal principle? Pascal principle states that the pressure exerted on an enclosed fluid liquid is transmitted equally to every part of the fluid liquid. Hydraulic system can be used to obtain a large force by the application of a much smaller force. Next is the application of Pascal principle in real life. I will pass to Shuhada to explain.
Next, application of Pascal principle in real life. Have you ever thought how a moving car can stop suddenly? This situation involves Pascal principle. Most car braking systems use hydraulic brake. How do hydraulic brake in a car work? In hydraulic brakes, pressure is transferred through the fluid from the brake pedal to the wheel of the car when the brake pedal is depressed. There are two types of brake in a car: disc brake on the front wheel and drum brake on the rear wheel. When the brake pedal is pressed, the small piston on the front wheel is pushed into contact with the two sides of the steel plate. This action in turn produces a frictional force between the brake shoes and the steel plate, and the car's movement can be slowed down. In addition, the small piston on the rear wheel is also pushed when the brake is pressed. The piston then pushes a pair of brake shoes into contact with the drum brake on the rear wheel. This action can in turn produce a frictional force between the brake shoes and the drum brake and can slow the car down. That is how a car brake works that use a hydraulic brake system. Experiment to prove Pascal principle. When the plunger is pushed in, the water squirts equally from all the holes. This shows that the pressure applied to the plunger has been transmitted uniformly throughout the water.
So, what is Archimedes principle? Archimedes principle states that an object which is partially or wholly immersed in a fluid, liquid or gas, is acted upon by an upward buoyant force equal to the weight of the fluid it displaces. Applications of Archimedes principle in real life. Have you ever wondered that why an iron nail sinks in the water but large ships do not? Well, the reason behind that is Archimedes' principle. The iron nail sinks in the water because the weight of the water displaced by the nail is less than its own weight, and the density of the iron nail is more than that of the water. While constructing ships, Archimedes' principle is followed. A large portion of the ships are kept hollow from inside that maintains their density less than the water density. Hence, the weight of the ship becomes less than the weight of the water displaced by it, and the buoyant force of magnitude equal to the displaced water exerts on the ship, and the ship floats on the surface of the water. Other than that, submarines also work on Archimedes' principle. Submarines can be submerged into the water and can also float on the surface of the water by maintaining the densities of the displaced water and submarine. These densities are maintained by the two important components present in the submarines, that are the compressed tank and the ballast tank. If we fill the ballast tank with water, it results in a greater density of the submarine than the density of displaced water. Hence, the submarine dives into the water. Whereas, if this water is expelled out from the ballast tank with the help of the compressed tank, then the average density of the submarine becomes lesser than the density of the displaced water, and the submarine floats on the water surface.